Have you ever wondered how challenging it is to set up a Steam store page and do it well? Welcome to Forging Glory, Devlog number 9. In today's stand-up meeting with the world, we'll talk about what we've been working on the last few days, what we'll be working on today, and a little bit about how Steam pages are set up. As of today, it seems like most gamers and game developers prefer Steam. Steam offers a lot of features to both players and developers, such as a huge existing player base, which means more sales for the developer and more players to play with, and a platform everyone already knows. No need for developers to create installers. Players already are comfortable buying, downloading, installing, and playing games within the Steam ecosystem. The whole process is already familiar to everyone. Steam also has tons of tools. The developer can easily access everything from sales information to APIs to integrate the game deep into the Steam ecosystem. For players, they can share games, stream, group up with friends, and voice chat, all with a familiar interface. The reason why people are so upset with the new Epic Games Store, for example, is because they're missing many of the features we take for granted from Steam. In time, it will be interesting to see if the Epic Games Store can compete on a per-feature basis. For now, though, since they can't, they have to rely on giving developers a larger cut compared to what Steam gives. But all those features bring upon complexity to the developer that many gamers may actually never think about. While I don't think I'm allowed to show you the entire process, I will highlight some pieces. Images everywhere. Header capsule, main capsule, library capsule, logos of different sizes, background image, screenshots, community icons, streamer sidebars, and more. Each of these need to be done to perfection, because every game is competing with every other game that's been released on Steam, including the ones 10 years ago. One ugly screenshot or one unprofessional looking image could turn a potential player away, because why should they risk it? There's plenty of other games to choose from. For us and many other game developers, early access is pretty much mandatory. At some point, you either need money or feedback to continue the game. When early access was a new concept, it seemed to work pretty well. Players' expectations were lowered, knowing that the game was incomplete, and this gave developers a chance to get feedback and make their game better. Nowadays, early access is actually a double-edged sword for the developer. Despite the gigantic early access banner and lengthy explanation about the state of the game and the description of what early access is, players presume that the game is now release quality. Any flaws that may exist in the game may turn into permanent negative reviews, and that could ruin the game's reputation forever, even if those issues are eventually fixed during the early access process, which is the whole point of early access. And don't forget about the description. Fun fact, most people don't read anymore. Although this may seem like the best place to put all the deep details about your game, developers should expect most people not to read this at all. This is why so many games put so few words and instead put animated GIFs or pictures in the description instead. Tags. This is probably something most people never ever think about. Those little tags in the lower right corner, those actually play a huge part in a game's discoverability. Have you ever clicked on one of the games listed at the bottom of another game's page under the More Like This banner? Or on Amazon, looked at the many lists they have of related products? These related products lists actually work really well at selling more stuff. Turns out the tags are one of the primary ways Steam recommends new games to a player. We know that Forging Glory is a blend of Mordau's kinetic action with Path of Exile's mechanical depth. So instead of picking basic, boring tags like action, we actually looked up similar games and took tags from them. This increases the likelihood that a player who plays Mordau or Path of Exile will be recommended Forging Glory. Similarly, if a player is looking for sword fighting games or action RPGs just in general, there's a chance they'll be recommended Forging Glory. Of course, no one can forget the importance of a good trailer. A trailer cannot be too long, it can't be too short. It needs to be snappy. In mere seconds, you need to capture the universe and bring the player into it. Ant-Man is a humorous superhero flick, focusing on shrinking. This scene here captures it perfectly. Which reminds me, Forging Glory has no trailer. Actually, if you go back to the beginning of this devlog series, I did say that we, the community, would work together to make a trailer. But we need some worthy gladiators to film. So, as promised, in the next few days, we will be inviting a ton of people from our mailing list to join the beta. Obviously, we've been working diligently on preparing the Steam page. We also have some other outreach activities we need to wrap up, and we will reveal those soon. We actually have more to report on about in-game progress, but we'll lump those into the next video or something. That wraps up this devlog. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. What new game are you looking forward to? Tell us in the comments below. I'm really looking forward to Doom Eternal, by the way. That looks so freaking awesome. Thanks for watching. See you soon.